Global shipping operator DP World expects freight rates to fall by as much as 20% this year as demand from consumers begins to slow down. Joining me now on the set is Paul Zalai, the Director of the Freight and Trade Alliance. Paul, thanks so much for your time today. Is that your expectation too, that shipping rates will get cheaper and cheaper throughout this year?
Yeah, look, we're seeing it already. So the spot rate now, like it's already low, but the spot rate that we've seen this week coming out of China, the rates are coming down significantly again. That will probably continue for a while. My personal view is I think we will see the rates bounce back a little bit in favour of the shipping lines. But overall, for those who are trading, it's good news with those record rates that we experienced the last few years, as you said, coming down significantly.
And at what point was shipping rates at their absolute peak? Was that at the height of the pandemic in 2020 or?
Yeah, probably into 2021. And that aligned with the congestion at major ports around the world and also the big demand. We didn't, at the start of the pandemic, we didn't really know what to expect, whether we were going to fall into a recession or global depression or what was going to happen. But with the stimulus thrown into the economies in the Western world, a lot of people were cashed up, had plenty of time on their hands and bought a lot of things. So it caught us all a bit off guard. With that, the huge demand and the freight rates went through the roof.
Yeah, we've just had a pretty big, looks like a big Christmas sales season and record sales at Black Friday in November. Are you expecting shipping demand to keep at this high level now, or is it really going to drop off after everyone's got their sales out of the way?
Well, you would imagine it would soften it a bit. But I think the other thing is too, a lot of importers have been stung by the big disruption to supply chains. For anyone who's waited for their furniture or goods or whatever would know the long delays that were in place over the last couple of years. So a lot of the importers now have moved away from a just-in-time situation to having a just-in-case inventory and a stockpile of goods here in Australia. And I think they'll continue to do that for a while. That's got other flow-on effects. Our local warehousing around the country is just about at capacity. And as you've reported in other stories as well, those goods are sitting on pallets and generating the pallet shortages that we've got around the country. So there are still, while the freight rates are coming down, and that's a good news story, there are other costs that are there and will continue.